Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Serena, and I'm going to do a tarot card reading for you today. Today I am using the Ethereal Visions Tarot, the Luna edition, and I'm also going to be using the Game Master deck of Boons and Banes. This is a Dungeons and Dragons deck, and it kind of gives just like character understandings. It gives like Boons and Banes, obviously that's the name of the deck, but you'll see it kind of just like gives like what's happening to somebody, what's like going on in their energy. So this energy, this is gonna be you and your person that you're thinking of. So go ahead and just focus on that. Oof, the Devil, Knight of Cups. I'm seeing a highly desired romantic action so far. Ace of Cups at the bottom. Okay. Alright. Person 1. Person 1. 2 of Wands. The 10 of Cups. And Justice. Okay. Person 1 is feeling like they are at a crossroads. They feel that something in their family dynamic. My dog is drinking his water. Something in the family dynamic needs to be balanced out. Something needs to be made fair. Maybe there is a custody battle. I'm seeing a child here. There could be custody over a child, over a pet. Either that or there's just some sort of family dynamic that needs to be healed here. The Empress at the bottom. This person is most likely the mother of a family. And I see that she's been working really hard. She's been working really hard to, you know, get the foundation of her family, you know, stable. Tell me more about person 1, please. What is this Justice card? Focus on the Justice, please. King of Cups. This Empress could have a King of Cups in the justice system right now, or a court case with this King of Cups. This King of Cups, I feel like it's resonating with somebody else's in my life story, so this person may like have a trouble with drinking, especially with the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a very emotional man who is mastering his emotions. This person has maybe mastered their emotions in the criminal justice system. This is going to be person 2, clearly. Person 2 seems like, I don't think that the people that are watching this are going to be this person. You could. 10 of Swords at the bottom, we were talking about him. Knight of Cups. 2 of Cups. Okay. So this person, I feel has hit rock bottom. Either that or they feel some sort of betrayal in a relationship. They may feel betrayal from this Empress who is kind of, you know, weighing her options, trying to figure out which way that she wants to go. I think this may, like, really hurt this person because I think that this King of Cups has really, really deep emotional feelings for this person and really does think that they are their match. But I feel that the Empress is just, like, on a whole nother level here. Maybe has gained clarity of how the situation was. Now that this Empress is guarded with the 9 of Wands. They have a wall up now. This person, let's look at the Boons and Banes, actually. Let's do a boon or bane for the Empress, please. Arcane allergy, as well as creeping stone flesh. In person 2, champions chorus and bloodthirsty. So yeah, this King of Cups may have a bit of a vampiric energy. I feel that they're really charismatic, but I feel like they constantly try to consume. They're either, you may notice that they're always consuming content, or highly consuming food, consuming alcohol. It's just like you notice that they are never almost still, they're always consuming something. And it's to fill, I feel like maybe like this person, their ego has something going on. We're gonna get there. But I want to focus my attention on the Empress right now and her 2 banes. She got 2 banes. The first is an arcane allergy, which this person may be like being afflicted by like magic right now. Your body begins to react poorly to magic. Speaking arcane words makes your tongue itch, and when a spell is cast nearby, it often causes you to sneeze. You develop an allergy to the arcane. When you're targeted by a spell that deals damage, the damage die are rolled twice. When you cast a spell, you take poison damage. Any attuned magic items on your person immediately cause you to break out in hives. If you do not remove this item within 1 minute, the allergic reaction becomes severe. You must succeed a Constitution saving throw. Angel, can you stop licking, please? Sorry, guys. Oh, it said to banish. To banish the bane, you must bathe in the spellbound pool, an enchanted watering hole in the estate of the recluse archmage. Grind the claw of a cloaker into a powder, and add it to the pool before bathing to relieve yourself of your arcane allergy for good. Or 2, a young silver dragon possesses a rare bottle antidote to this allergy and will trade you in exchange for the skull of the late king of the nearby empire, which will have to be pilfered from well-defended royal crypt. So, this Empress could have some sort of cursed item. This Empress could be under some sort of magical attack. Because I feel like this Empresses are usually extremely magical. They are like all 4 queens put together. So they have mastered the water element, which would be that emotional balance, but also that mystical, unseen side of life. And then creeping stone flesh. It starts with unusual stiffness in your right leg. Within minutes, the stiff leg has become chalky and bloodless. After an hour, your leg is transformed into stone. Your movement speed is halved, and you have a disadvantage on dexterity and strength. The leg cannot be healed with greater restoration or remove curse. This milady is not satisfied with claiming just 1 limb. After a long rest, if you roll between 5, if your roll leads to a limb already turned to stone, roll again. If both legs have become stone, your movement is reduced to 0. Okay. So it seems like somebody is like targeting this Empress and trying to curse them. Who is trying to curse this Empress? Who has had negative intentions for this Empress? 2 of Swords. the Eight of Swords, and Five of Cups. It may not even be somebody that's... This Empress could just be like stopping their own happiness, maybe, because the Two of Swords is like indecision, being torn in two different ways. Eight of Swords is being trapped in your own mind, being trapped in a prison of your own mind. And then we have the Five of Cups, so extreme disappointment and sadness. The trauma that this Empress has had has caused her paradigm and her mental state to shift to this cursed kind of... The cards are very similar. It really seems like somebody is like either making themselves sick, they're hurting their own body, they are worrying themselves into pain and aching. And maybe that physical pain is adding into why this Empress has such a high wall. That's what it is the Empress has a very, very high wall. And then we have the Champion's Chorus for this guy over here. A trio of elegant voices, audible only to you, claiming you as their champion. They assure you that no one has the combination of raw talent and learned skill that you display, giving you a confidence boost that manifests as a permanent guidance spell affecting your charisma and persuasion, as well as an advantage on saving throws against being charmed or frightened. In battle, voices critiqued over your opponent's performance in comparison to yours. As a bonus action, you can take a moment to focus the voice's criticism, instantly learning the damage vulnerabilities, damage resistance, damage immunities, and condition immunities of a single creature of your choice. The voices also imbue you with the power when you live up to their expectations. Once per long rest, when you succeed in an attack roll, you can choose to make it a critical hit. Okay, so I almost get that this King of Cups has an inflated ego, and I think that this inflated ego and their bloodthirstiness, their need to consume, has hurt this Empress, to the point where like this Empress is really not doing well. I feel like the Empress felt like she had like a really happy family, and then something fell apart. Either like this person was like put in jail, or like, I guess we should just find out. Tell me more. The World and the Magician, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. So basically this is saying that this Empress needs to stand in her value, and let this karmic cycle close. Because I feel like this Empress really does have everything that she needs to create the life that she wants. But it seems that letting go of this person maybe is the key to reclaiming the power, reclaiming your magic. And it's kind of sad, because I feel like this King of Cups really does love this Empress, but he's just not an emperor, I guess. Tell me more about person 2, this King of Cups. The Seven of Wands. They're going to get ready to defend themselves. They're going to defend their position. They're going to maybe come barging in with a romantic offer. King of Pentacles. Maybe their money is right. Maybe they're trying to gain more money. I don't know. King of Swords. Or they're working with all these people. Maybe... What does this group of people have to do with this situation? There's a King of Pentacles, a Knight of Pentacles, a King of Swords. What are these three people? Ace of Cups, Five of Pentacles, and the Sun. So this person may have found like a new emotional adventure with like this group of people. Maybe this is what like started the downfall of this, because we do have the Five of Cups here, Four of Wands, but it's leading to the Sun. What is the Sun? What is this abandonment of these people for this man, that he's going to move forward when they abandon him? When he is put in the Hangman position, that is when he's going to come back to his relationship. Three of Swords, Six of Pentacles, and Seven of Swords. Yeah, they're going to come back when they're heartbroken. And they're going to try to have this equal give and take. They're going to try to finally give a gift. They're probably going to try to at least give like the energy that this Empress was probably expecting the whole time. But there's something shady. There's something that this King of Cups is not being honest about. Maybe about details of the situation with these people, all of the different people that they saw. What are they not being honest about? What are they not being honest about? The Eight of Pentacles and Death. Not being honest about Eight of Pentacles and Death. Not being honest about the Eight of Pentacles. Literally sometimes I'll ask ChatGPT the combination. Like, secret effort, hidden work or building skill, strategic mastery, deception at work, or regarding effort. These people could be at work. This king or the group, wherever they're in, if they're in prison, then it would be the people around them. If they're at work, then it would be their coworkers. This person may be also keeping a project or an intention to themselves hidden. Maybe a self-improvement thing. Because we got the Nine of Cups afterward. Maybe, I know this will resonate for somebody. This Empress wanted this person to change. And I think that now this person... the Emperor just came flying out. Yeah, this person is trying to turn themselves into the Emperor for this relationship. But they're keeping it secret. They're keeping it away from this Empress. And I feel like the Empress is just like having to like move on and like let go. But they don't know, or now you know, that they're secretly working on themselves for you. I don't know if they know that they're going to be betrayed by these people. There's so many different possibilities. And it's going to be different for everybody, but there is definitely a group of people that are aiding in the ego death of this King of Cups to create an Emperor, to be the match to this Empress who is already, she's leveled up, she's good, she's, at this point, she's just like putting archers on the walls to guard her because this king decided to go frolic with other people or listen to like his friends or listen to his coworkers or something, which I really do feel has caused the ending between these two. And once this betrayal happens, once they are left out in the cold, really, once they get that 5 of Pentacles from this group, I feel like that's when this person's gonna come back. Let's ask some more questions. Tell me more about when this person comes back after they've been abandoned. So this deck has a card called the Artist, and it's not in any other decks. It's specific to this deck. But its astrological correlation is Ophiuchus, that 13th zodiac sign that's in between Scorpio and Sagittarius. The Artist is a vessel of creation. This card signifies humankind and shows when you need to be open to the knowledge that is available. If you stop and set aside the distractions of the human condition and listen. Visionary, interpreter, creation, passionate. So the Artist. I feel like the Artist is the Empress. The Artist, the Empress, this person I think that's listening to this reading. You also got the 4 of Cups. So this is like stagnation. It's kind of having different options and like weighing which one you should go towards. But there's only one divinely guided route for this Empress. There may be 4 options. One for every suit. Cups, Wands, Pentacles, and Swords. But the 6 of Swords then represents kind of moving away from the drama, moving away from moving into calm waters. 2 of Swords again. But then the High Priestess. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of confusion surrounding when this person comes back. You're just going to sit there and be like, well, you did X, Y, and Z, while I did X, Y, and Z. You decided to do this, while I decided to do this. I worked on myself and continued to like work on my home and my family life, while you decided to go off with these people or go off with whoever that ended up hurting you in a very similar way that you hurt this Empress, that they hurt this Empress. The Empress knows that this King of Swords is maybe their true 2 of Cups, their real match. Tell me more about this King of Swords. The Lovers, holy crap. The Devil. Massive desire here. 3 of Wands. 6 of Wands. This Empress could be waiting for this King of Swords. Yeah, and they know that once this person comes forward, they're waiting for this person. Once they come forward, it's gonna be like gung-ho. It's gonna be like a beautiful relationship. How does this Empress know this King of Swords? How do they know this King of Swords if they're waiting for them? How do they know them if they're waiting for them? Tell me. Thank you. Justice and Knight of Wands. Somebody that rushes forward to bring justice. This Knight of Swords could have helped the Empress in the past. Nine of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. King of Cups. The Tower. Five of Wands. Wow. Okay, that King of Cups wasn't turning into the Emperor. They were coming into conflict with the Emperor. This King of Swords is going to help this Empress when they need it. This Justice that came in at the beginning, I feel like this King of Swords is the Justice coming in to help this Empress get to a stable place. And I feel like it was meant to happen because of this karmic situation with this King of Cups. He came out again. I literally got the whole deck in. I shuffled the whole deck and started asking new questions, and his ass came right back up. While talking about this man. And then after him, got the Tower and the Five of Wands. Girl. They're going to be fighting over you. These men are going to be fighting over this Empress. What is the outcome? We all know the Emperor wins. Whoever the Emperor is. Three of Cups and the Star. That's the outcome. So, celebration and healing. The friends, this Empress's friends may have something to do with who gets chosen. I feel like the Empress's friends give her really good advice. She may specifically have 2 or 3 friends that really always give her good advice. And in that, I feel that she's going to stand in her power. But I want to know more about this man who is coming in to help this child of darkness. Tell me more about this person that's coming in and bringing justice to this Empress's life and helping to stabilize this Empress. Gallows Haunt. So Child of Darkness and Gallows Haunt. There is no peace and comfort there is no peace and comfort more complete than that of the inky embrace of the dark. The absence of light is comforting, empowering, and helps you reach your full potential. You gain 120 feet of dark vision. You already have dark vision. Its range is extended by 60 feet. Either case, your dark vision applies to magical and non-magical darkness. You move through all the night as if you are one and the same. You make all dexterity stealth checks at advantage when you are in a dimly lit or dark area. You can also create a shroud of impenetrable murk. Cast darkness without expending the spell slot. Okay, so this person works with darkness. And with the gallows haunt, I feel this is a trigger warning. This person may have a history of like unaliving thoughts. This person is very dark. This person coming in to protect this Empress and to help this Empress is really they almost give me Riku from Kingdom Hearts. I'm just looking for the gallows haunt now. Painful burning scar encircles your throat, leaving an angry red mark resembling fresh rope burn. You feel as though you are being strangled and immediately take in necrotic damage. This damage is permanently subtracted from your hit points maximum. The choking feeling is persistent, making it hard to breathe. You wheeze slightly, and whenever you speak, you easily become short of breath when exerting yourself. Each time you take the dash action, you must roll whatever. Though you still live, whatever illusionary hanging branded you with the scar around your neck has left the stench of death upon you. When in range of abilities where your effects can detect necrotic energy or evil, you give off an aura of the undead. When you are reduced to 0 hit points, your first death saving throw is an automatic failure. To banish the gallows haunt, you must find 3 people who were wrongfully executed. For each victim, go to their grave and tell the dead that you know they were innocent. This will summon a wraith and the remnant of the future of justice. Let me read that again. This will summon a wraith, a remnant of the failure of justice. When you have defeated all 3 wraiths, the bane is destroyed. This person is indebted to this Empress and is fated as one of the 3 people that they need to save or to help to remove a curse, an anxiety curse. They may have seen their own death. They may see like Final Destination, impulsive thoughts. But this person is dark. They work with darkness. They work in the shadows. They are somebody that is very secretive. This is somebody that may have had a near-death experience. This person coming in to help this Empress, I heard tall, dark, and handsome. Tall, dark, and handsome. I'm going to get one more Bane and Boon card for them. Sunless Shroud, another darkness. On this person, if they had an element for the Pokemon, if they were a Pokemon, they would be dark. If they were an Eevee, they would be Umbreon, 100%. And this Empress may be Espeon. Let me know if that resonates for you. I have both in my stuffy hanging right there. This person has learned how to use the dark to help people. They use their pain to help people. Tell me more. Tell me more about this person that's coming in to help the Empress. Death. The Hanged Man in reverse. They have majorly changed whoever this is. Whoever this person that has mastered the darkness, whoever they are, they have had a huge transformation. They may even have died and came back. That's very possible. It would make a lot of sense, especially if they're giving off like this undead energy. They may like Tim Burton movies, or like zombie movies. They really like zombie movies. World War Z, Zombieland. They could have like one of their favorite movies is like a zombie movie. 28 Weeks or Days Later. You may hear from them in 28 days, 28 weeks. Hopefully not 28 weeks. 10 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, and the Emperor. Yeah, so basically, the ending of this reading is just recapping. The Empress is in a state of being the 10 of Swords. She may even be facing a death of her own, an ego death of her own. And she is meant to go into the silence, gain her armor, until this Emperor arrives. I think this Emperor is very cool, and the dark skin, I feel, this person had dark skin too. This person could have a really dark, rich complexion. Either that, or it is just talking about like the darkness in their personality, and it's being personified here. And this is not, I'm not saying darkness is good or bad or anything like that. I think that both have like their positives and negatives. But this person is very deep and very secretive. But this Emperor is coming. I feel like when this Empress like really, really needs them, they're gonna show up. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Give a like, give a comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.